this morning.
On the radio, on the radio, on the radio.
Okay, 9:12 right now. You know, from the office party to big dinners, all points in between. It seems like some people need to adjust their behavior a bit between the winter holidays. I mean, did you see that Black Friday video? Yeah. I mean, the woman
violent.
using pepper spray at the Walmart.
Really?
It's just crazy.
Corinne Gregory is the founder of SocialSmarts.com and also the author of It's Not Who You Know, It's How You Treat Them. She's here today with some holiday manners advice for all of us. Good to see you.
Glad to be here again. Thanks.
Okay, we have all seen the don't at the company Christmas party. You know, the guy that drinks too much. You know, maybe has a hookup with the secretary in the back or something like that. What is the biggest don't for people as they attend their holiday parties?
I think the biggest don't, you mentioned it, drinking too much, but forgetting that you are in a business and office context, even though it's a social situation. You really need to remember that it is still business, so don't get out of control.
Okay.
Don't say anything in a holiday office party that you wouldn't necessarily say, as I like to say, in the broad light of the fluorescent bulbs in the office. Just keep in mind where you are and what you're doing, because you are being evaluated.
Now, it's awkward sometimes. You have to make small talk with management that you don't see very often. I mean, it's a good opportunity to get some FaceTime. What should we be doing in that situation?
This is a great time for you to practice a few things that you might want to say. Just, it's practice. I mean, nobody's really comfortable talking and making conversation with people we don't know, but come prepared with a few one-liners, a few topics, maybe read the newspaper, find out what's going on in your company. Come prepared and practice a little bit if you're uncomfortable. Definitely.
Let's talk about kids during the holidays. What are some good guidelines for kids, good manners?
Well, one of the things we forget as parents is that, you know, we at our, let's say, more mature age have gone through the holidays a few times. But a child, the younger they are, they only do this maybe once a year. It's special occasion is really special occasion. You can't assume that they're going to know how to behave.
Right.
So my biggest tip for parents is, if you have a certain thing that you want them to do, for example, shake hands maybe with the host or hostess, or look somebody in the eye when you say thank you for a gift, practice ahead of time and be specific as to what your expectations are for behavior.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you're generic and say, I want you to have good manners, what does that mean?
What does that mean to them?
Man, I tell you, there was one year my daughter received a beautiful coat from my aunt, and she was disappointed. Let everybody know that she was disappointed with what she got. Oh my God. We're still trying to live that one down. That was like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Now, we have an issue this year. My daughter's having a party, a holiday party, inviting a number of kids from her class, but not all of them. And she knows that some of these kids are going to have their feelings hurt. How do we deal with that?
Well, unfortunately, that's realistic life. I mean, not everybody's going to be invited to everything, and the sooner that we show our children that there's a better way to handle this, the better off we are. And the reality is, if you tell her, for example, that we're not going to pass out the invitations in school, because then it becomes really obvious who's not invited. They start comparing notes. And don't really talk about it much at school. Do it behind the scenes and be gracious about it, both as a host and as a guest. And that way the feelings may still be hurt, but you'll minimize it.
Okay, so we saw on Black Friday, somebody used pepper spray in California at the Walmart to get ahead of the line. Does anything surprise you anymore about behavior and where we are these days? Here's some video of what I'm talking about there.
I'd like to say, no, nothing surprises me, but it does. I mean, the one gentleman I saw a video whose head had literally been cracked open and scraped because he got pushed down and trampled. You know, it's such a mob mentality, and we're so into thinking about what's in it for us, what can we get, we got to do it faster, that we forget that we're all part and parcel of the same human race. And let's show a little compassion. This is supposed to be a season of compassion. How can we expect peace on earth if we can't even have peace in the parking lot?
No kidding.
Start slow, start local, and you be the one to extend the olive branch.
Yeah.
Can you give us some sort of parameters in terms of gift giving? Like, what's proper? Who should get a gift, and who maybe we don't need to worry about so much?
Well, first of all, I would like to say, if you feel that you know that person well, then that's probably a good time to give a gift. If you consider somebody a friend, don't give a gift, first of all, expecting for something in return. And at the same time, sometimes you may receive a gift but not have something to give. So don't immediately go grab for the pantry and go, oh, look, here's a 3-year-old piece of chocolate I had just saved for you. I mean, don't fake it. Be genuine. And if you can't be genuine in your gift giving for the right reasons, then I would say don't give that person a gift.
Okay,
okay, go ahead.
There are also, white elephant parties a lot this holiday season. What are any parameters for that?
Oh,
is there something you don't get?
I would say keep it civil. I mean, there's certain, let's say, certain intimate gifts maybe that shouldn't be given, and I'll just leave it there. But I mean, the whole idea of a white elephant party is to have fun.
Yeah, Right.
So you know, there really are no holds barred.
So goofy ones are just fine for the white elephant.
I think so.
All
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
Corinne Gregory, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank
Great
you.
stuff as always. Corinne has given us a couple of copies of her book. We can give them to you. To win it, go to Q13Fox.com, click on the free on Fox button. Corinne's book, it's not who you know, it's how you treat them. So treat people well this holiday season. Hey.